Do you think it's safe to have an individual like that around the President of the United States? Are you comfortable with that? Well, let me tell you something. You might think this is crazy. All that stuff would never happen. Let me show you what was said on left-wing radio today. Thanks to newsbusters.org, they just posted this. You crazy blank, you right-wingers, do you not understand that the people you hold up as heroes bombed your expletive country? Do you not understand that Glenn Beck, Sean Hannity, Rush Limbaugh, and Bill O'Reilly are as complicit of the September 11th, 2001 terrorist attack as any one of those expletive 15 who came from Saudi Arabia? Don't you get that? As a guy,
that's enough.
I'll tell you someday. As a guy,
that's enough. Oh, well, he's getting threatened. He just supports all these wars killing millions of people. You know, the Dallas Morning News had an article on Sunday titled, Perry supporters caught posting fake pro-Medina comments on Dallas Morning News. Of course they go out and post fake comments. Dallas Morning News found it was the same IP addresses of people then supporting Perry. I mean, they can put out a fake text on the internet and say it's bin Laden. They do it every week. It's just so sick how these deceivers operate. You have been warned, ladies and gentlemen. You have been warned. And in every case, when we're about to get a Ron Paul or a Deborah Medina, Glenn Beck is there to try to shoot him down. To say that the Army needs to be used against Ron Paul supporters in 2007, that they may want to blow things up. Remember that? They want to bomb things. No evidence. You can pull the video clips up. They may want to bomb things. Because that's what these guys do. They accuse their enemies of planning to kill people. They accuse their enemies of being terrorists. And so accuse Ron Paul of it. Accuse 9/11 Truth of it. Just do whatever you want when it's really your bosses staging the terror attacks. And saying, we got to register these 9/11 Truth members. The lowest polls, 36% of America believes it's an inside job. That's a 5-year-old poll. I see them all the time. Scientific polls, Angus and Reed, New York Times, 84%. 6 of the 10 9/11 commissioners. This isn't going away, even if you try to stage an assassination of your little puppet Obama. We're not going to shut up. The truth is growing and growing. You've lost all credibility. No one believes anything you say. The few idiots that still buy it are starting to wake up. All right, let's go to your phone calls here. I appreciate people holding. I'm going to move quickly through your calls, so please have your point ready. Then I've got all this other news. Obama making plans to use executive power to circumvent states. Same thing Bush was doing, but expanding it. Same thing the neocons push for in their doctrine, saying the president's God. You understand what's happening here? These guys are all puppets. It's so elementary. And truthers. And Paul Watson's doing a giant breakdown of this. Now, remember, I told you 9/11 was going to happen 6 months, 5 months, 4 months, 3 months, 2 months, a month before. I said they'll blow up the World Trade Center, blame it on their asset Osama bin Laden. How did I know that? I saw the preparation in the media introducing bin Laden, telling you he's going to get you, Rand Corporation saying when the attack comes, we're going to take your rights, we're going to federalize for your own good, we're going to launch wars, we're going to go into Iraq. Now you know about the oil meetings. 1 month into office in 2001, in February with Cheney. They were already planning all this and talking about a big staged event. A year before that, in the Rebuilding America's Defenses, September 20th, 2000, Cheney wrote about giant Pearl Harbor level events to launch their New World Order. And then there's a lot of other evidence goes into it, but in the balance of time, in the interest of time, just simplifying it, boiling it down, rendering it down to its basics, this is a perfect false flag to demonize domestic groups that are against the war, torture, big government, and to demonize 9/11 Truth, which the White House own Cass Sunstein says is their number one enemy, what Congress under Bush said was their number one enemy. It gives them the pretext to censor the web, to push through their whole agenda and launch a new war. So they're going to have a staged assassination attempt of Obama in the next year, probably sooner. They may have multiple staged events that build up. He may even be wounded. They may even kill him to then make him a sacrificial lamb to where who's left in his administration, Joe Biden and others, can do whatever they want with wars, with domestic crackdowns, with the riots that will start if they blame it on a Tea Party / 9/11 truther. And I've seen them following this script, getting it ready, building it out, getting everybody ready. So I'm telling you, in their hand, they've got the war with Iran, they've got nukes, they've got bioweapons. He signed the executive orders for that. They've got fake hack attacks on the internet, infrastructure as a pretext to take it over. But the biggest card I see them playing in their fist, their ace of spades, is to stage an attack on Obama. And they are getting ready for this to demonize the opposition and bring in a massive crackdown. And I already was worried about this, but I didn't want to come on air. I wasn't 100% sure. But after I've seen what Glenn Beck has had to say and others, clearly they are threatening him. They are menacing him. They are letting him know we can get to you and we will blame it on the opposition. And Obama's like, but this is political suicide to launch more wars and have another banker take over bailout. And they're saying, you will do this and we will save you. You attack Iran, we will get you reelected. Sarah Palin even said that. You know, will I run against him? Will he lose? Depends if he attacks Iran like he needs to, like I think he should. He needs to declare war. He needs to play the war card. Those are quotes. Now, you can be caught up in Rush Limbaugh'ism or Sean Hannityism or Barack Obamaism. It's like I told you, foolish Barack Obama supporters, you're being played. And I'm telling Glenn Beck, Republican Party, Tea Party Nation people being played, you need to wake up and realize that you're the target of Homeland Security. You're the target of Northcom. You are the target of all of this. When Bush was in office, when Clinton was in office, and now that Obama's in office. So the false flag is kill Obama or wound him or try to kill him, but they need to probably at least wound him to get people rioting, to get everybody at each other's throats, and then they're going to blame it on Islamicists tied in with a Tea Party 9/11 truther. Now, that doesn't exist, but I've seen them beginning this history, this false history, this ledger, this cutout. I've seen them with their fake Al-Qaeda spokesman that they upload with the Intel Center and the same Al-Qaeda logo as the Intel Center logo saying Al-Qaeda. And there's the grandson of the former head of the ADL, Adam Gadon. We work with your militias. We're going to release anthrax. We're going to attack you. We're going to go after your president. We're going to do this. See, Al-Qaeda is a cutout. They attach to whoever they want to attack. Iran, Iraq, the American people, Yemen. It is a wholly created government creation to do this. We're going to go to break, and I'm going to come back, and I'm going to start playing this clip. And he covers so much. I mean, this is definitely written by Army PSYOPs. This is definitely psychological warfare. This isn't somebody just reading talking points off a teleprompter. There are so many different forms of psychological warfare wound into this one clip. That's why I can't watch it. It makes my brain burn with understanding and realization, and just every word he says, everything he twists, his mannerisms, the way he does it, the way he talks to you like you're a child, the left-right imagery, the way they use chalkboards, the way he has the little stickers that he puts up and then hesitates to post. It's all done at a childlike level. The way he implies that communists in the government are the ones undermining the economy to destroy it by design. When the communists work for the big banks to take over nations, and when the White House, Cass Sunstein, says arrest anybody that's 9/11 truth, and when it was Glenn Beck and George Bush and others that helped ram through the banker bailout, he now says it's communists that want to kill Obama in the White House if he doesn't destroy the economy, when it's a bipartisan group of offshore banks destroying the economy. I mean, it's just a tissue of fraud. The good news here is that even Senator Jay Rockefeller is saying I think Obama's unbelievable to me. They're getting so desperate that even the leadership of the New World Order are throwing him under the bus. You can see what they're doing right now because the entire system is losing all credibility. So they've got the controlled left trying to rein in and control their people that don't like what's happening. They've got the controlled right in there trying to do the same thing. But all the king's horses, all the king's men can't put the New World Order back together again. That's why Obama has announced, I will just use executive fiat power and do whatever I want. And it appears that he is going to do what they want and go into Iran, attack Iran. It appears that they don't even care. They are still setting him up for an assassination.